Yes, so let's continue. Now, what we want to do next is for us to, I'm going to create a method, and that method is going to be called the initialize method, and that's going to be the first thing that's going to be done when the game starts, and also if the paddle, if the ball uh goes uh beyond this. So as you can see, this has been initialized again. That is the center ball. The ball is placed at the center, the paddles at the initial positions. So let's try this again, and you can see what I'm saying. So if the ball moves, I think I should make the ball move faster. So as you can see, these paddles have gotten back to their initial positions. So let's do that. So we're going to be creating a method, and let's give it private access. So private void initialize. So what we want to be doing when we initialize the game or the program is we want to set this left and right paddles to their vertical positions. So, and that's going to be left paddle y dot set value. So let's give it 235 because we're going to be making the scene to be 500 by 500. So this rectangle should be 235, and this ball should be obviously at the center, which is going to be 250. So this is going to be for the y. So let's say 235, and also for the right paddle, set value also 235. The ball, so we're going to be setting the center x of the ball. So dot set value. So we're going to set it to 250, and the center y to 250 also. Next thing which we want to do is this visibility. So this should be visible at the start of the game. So visible dot set. So this is going to be set to true. And next thing which we want to do is the moment we start the program, we want this program or this window to get the input focus, because we're going to be able to use the keyboard to move these nodes, these paddles. So how we're going to be doing that is by requesting the focus for the group which holds all of these nodes together, and the name of the group is roots. So roots dot request focus. So that's that about the initialize. Now next thing which we want to create is a method which is going to be checking for collision. That is let me play the game. Let me start it. That is when the ball touches a node, either a paddle or a wall, what do we want to happen with the program, or what do we want to happen? So that's what we're going to be doing now. So let's create the method and also give it private access. So private void, and let's call it check for collision. So what do we want to do now? If the ball touches the right paddle, that means the ball is actually moving to the right, and it's probably moving up or down, because now, okay, here the ball is moving left and it's going up. So what we want to do is we want to check for those two conditions. If the ball is actually going to the right and up, we want to check directions. I think you basically understand. So we want to check the direction which the ball is moving. So let's create those values first. So directions of the ball. So let's say boolean moving right and boolean moving up. So now when you want to check for the collision, so if ball dot intersects, so if it intersects with, let's start with the walls. So if it intersects with the right wall, dot get bounds in local. So we're going to be getting the position of the ball to the bounds, and if the ball touches the right wall, that means the ball is actually moving to the right. We don't know if it's moving up or down, but it's obviously moving to the right. So and moving right, that is if moving right is set to true. So moving right will be true if the ball is moving to the right, and it will be false otherwise. So let's carry this and put it outside here. So what do you want to happen if the ball touches the right wall? So when the ball touches the right wall, first thing which is going to happen is we're going to reset the game, and also we're going to change the score of player 1, because this is player 1 here. So when the ball touches the right wall, that means player 2 has actually lost a turn, or actually, I mean, player 1 has gotten a score. So let's do that. So first thing you are going to be doing is to initialize, that is to start the game again. So initialize. Next, which we're going to be doing is we're going to be setting the text of this the scores. So that's going to be let's create the values of the scores. So player scores. So int score is score 1, comma score 2. So I think we should make them static. Actually, let's make them static so they can retain their values. So static int score 1 and score 2. So where is it? Okay. So we're going to be setting player 1 dot set text. So this is going to be, okay, let's initialize this to be 0 at first. So equals 0. So player 1 comma player 1 dot set text. This is going to be player 1 plus, so string, because once again the string value of the score. So string dot value of score 1. Okay, so that's done. So let's first add a score to that. I mean, when it goes out of bounds, this is going to increase by 1. So we should want to also do that here. So that means score 1 plus 1. So what next, or what else could we possibly do if the ball touches the right wall? Okay, and we're going to be setting the visibility of what's it called, of this dude here. Actually, that's done in the initialize method already. So next is else if the ball intersects with the right paddle. So let's do that for the right paddle. So if ball does intersect, so right paddle dot get bounds. Now this is going to be in parent. So and if it's moving to the right also, and not percent and moving right. So what do you want to happen? Simple. Once you simply want to change the direction which the ball is moving, that is the x direction. So if the ball is moving to the right and touches the paddle, we want to change the direction of the ball to the left. So that means moving right equals to not moving right. So that means now it's actually moving to the left and not to the right anymore. So next is else if the ball intersects. So if it intersects with the bottom wall dot get bound in local, and if the ball is moving down, obviously the ball is going to be touching the bottom wall, that means actually going down. So that means moving up is equals to false. So and not moving up. So what we want to do then is simply to change the direction of the moving up. So moving up equals to not moving up.